Another person said, if you're so capable, go help. That's the monster saint realm, if we go, we'll be sending ourselves to death. The two fell to the ground after fleeing, Grandma. The grandmother replied, it's okay, Tian Tian. He can't catch up to us. The grandmother thought to herself, I didn't expect there would be such a monster here. If not for being in a weakened state, we would have probably been in trouble already. The monster had caught up and swung his blade down. The result was that the grandmother was sent flying to the side. Tian Tian could only cry, leaving a last word, woo-woo. I'm sorry, Master. Not only did I fail to avenge you, but I'm about to reunite with you. A huge crash. Then, Su Chang'e picked up Tian Tian, little girl, why are you being disobedient? Didn't I tell you not to run around? Tian Tian still answered in a daze, I really saw Master. It turns out I really died. Su Chang'e smiled gently, silly girl, how could I, your master, die so easily with my great powers? Tian Tian stretched out her hand to gently touch Su Chang'e's cheek, feeling, really, Master didn't die. Su Chang'e replied, of course, Master is a good person, so of course, good things will happen. The little girl innocently pinched Su Chang'e's face, really, I can touch it. Master is really still alive, that's great. Su Chang'e saw this scene and gently pinched her forehead, what's going on in this little head of yours? Tian Tian excitedly threw herself into Master's arms, Master, please don't leave me again, okay? I only have you and Grandma now. The old man who took over your brother's body has already been dealt with by me, but your brother's body couldn't be preserved. Do you blame Master? Tian Tian replied, no, I understand. It's not Master's fault, and Master is even closer than family. The grandmother, who was observing from the side, was also very happy, immortal, that's great. You're okay. Su Chang'e took out a bottle of medicine, this medicine can help Grandma heal her wounds, drink it quickly. The monster returned again, constantly threatening, you all must die. Su Chang'e revealed a sinister smile, oh, half of you are controlled by human runes? Fine, I'll let you put on one more show before we leave. The person observing from this side exclaimed in surprise, what's going on? Why has the aura around the great sage suddenly become so strange? That demonic aura, it's definitely demonic energy. The monster emitted demonic energy all over its body, and such terrifying might must surely be the heavenly demon recorded in ancient texts. I'm afraid this is the great catastrophe of the heavenly gods' realm. We must return and inform all the forces to prepare. Gu Chang'e pointed at the monster and said, evil demons, today I shall rid the heavenly gods' realm of you on behalf of the heavens. The cultivators cheered when they saw this, that immortal is still alive, that's great. Strange, I clearly saw him severed in half last time. Gu Chang'e activated his immortal technique, immortal art, the long rainbow of the other shore. A powerful force surged toward the demonic person, sending them flying. System prompt, host has gained reputation for saving the heavenly gods' realm, luck points increased. When Gu Chang'e returned, Tian Tian immediately ran up to him. Master is the savior sent by the immortal sect to rescue us. Gu Chang'e squinted and smiled, I'm no savior, I'm just an ordinary person. Well, the task is complete, we should return to the upper realm now. Gu Chang'e said to Tian Tian, what are you talking about? The upper realm is originally the place for immortals. But this is just a small part of it. I will take you to more places in the future. Tian Tian responded, Master. We'll be very busy once we return to the upper realm, I won't take up too much time. This child is really sensible. Ah, then let your martial uncle take you to play, she's been quite free lately. Just as they landed, two subordinates immediately saluted, young master, you're back. Gu Chang'e ordered them to arrange a residence for Tian Tian, and they immediately obeyed. Tian Tian looked up at the plaque of Chongqing Gu family. The two gatekeepers whispered to each other, when did the young master leave the Gu family? The other one also looked confused, unsure when the young master had left. They muttered to themselves, I thought he was Bringing the young miss back, why bring a little girl instead? Looks like this child was just brought back. At that moment, in Tiantian's room, she was tasting food she had never had before, excitedly shouting, "Sister, this is so delicious." The maid immediately knelt and begged, "Little ancestor, please don't call me like that, if others hear it, I'll be in big trouble." Tian looked a little disappointed and mumbled, "I understand." The scene shifted to Gu Changa's palace, where he sat in a chair, instructing his subordinate to report the situation. The subordinate immediately reported, "Recently, there have been signs of ancient existences, which has made everyone uneasy. Therefore, the various orthodoxies have discussed and decided to jointly establish the True Immortal Academy, and the Main Immortal Plan will begin soon. They hope that someone can become an immortal in this life to stop the dark heavenly curtain from descending. Also, the heir of the Tianhuang mountain, Tian, is still suspected of practicing demonic arts and has yet to leave Tianhuang mountain. Meanwhile, another heir from the human ancestor hall is traveling, seeking the human ancestor's legacy." Hearing this, Gu Changa couldn't help but sneer when he heard the words, "human ancestor hall's heir." On the other side, someone was enjoying a peaceful time within the Wang family's territory. The maid asked, "Miss, what's going on with the human ancestor hall?" While eating grapes, she replied, "Nothing big has been accomplished, don't want to bother with the small stuff, let's enjoy for now, haha." The subordinate reported to Gu Changa, "By the way, young master, the granddaughter of the emperor of Tianhuang mountain came to visit last time. She waited for many days but didn't see you, so she eventually left." Gu Changa looked surprised, "Oh, so it was Yin Chang's sister. A creature called sister really makes one worry." At this moment, outside the palace, several subordinates saw their young lady return and immediately approached, asking, "Miss Siener is back. Was your journey successful, Miss Siener?" Siener softly answered, "I found my parents." But in her heart, she thought, "It's a pity they still won't come back." The subordinates immediately said excitedly, "Congratulations, Miss Siener." She then took out a storage ring and rewarded several subordinates, saying, "Well, you've all tried your best, not bad, this reward is for you." He thought to himself, "It seems like Miss is in a good mood today, she's usually so strict. She's never this generous." Several subordinates immediately shouted loudly, "Thank you, Miss Siener, for the reward. We will do our best." Siener turned around and asked, "By the way, has my brother returned?" The subordinate immediately replied, "The young master has returned, and he brought back a little sister." Another subordinate also agreed, "She looks very well behaved." Siener was surprised, a little sister, well behaved and cute. She immediately imagined Gu Changa holding the beautiful little sister and thought to herself, "I am Gu Changa's sister, I will only love my brother." Siener was instantly furious, her teeth grinding in anger. She immediately took back the reward ring and said, "Poor guard, no one is allowed to take the reward." The two guards were instantly stunned. She stormed to the door, kicked it open, and shouted, "I heard Gu Changa brought back a sister, I want to see what this sister is like." The maid nearby saw Siener return and nervously stuttered, "Miss Siener has returned." Siener immediately asked, "Are you the maid my brother brought back?" Tian immediately greeted her sweetly and said with a cute smile, "Hello, mistress." Siener was instantly struck dumb, "WH. What did you call me?" The scene switched to the backyard, where Tian, wearing a beautiful dress, ran up to Gu Changa and asked, "Master, do I look good?" Tian likes it so much. Gu Changa smiled and said, "If Tian likes it, that's good." Tian continued to boast, "This was all given to me by the little master." Siener nearby proudly curled the corner of her mouth. Siener smugly said, Tian is so cute, it's really a pity for her to be with you, you even hesitate to give her a beautiful dress, stubborn Gu family, Gu Changa, hearing himself called a stubborn old man, immediately said, "I don't like you calling me that." Regardless of whether Gu Changa liked it, Siener directly took Tian's hand and said, "Let's go, Tian, little master will take you to play." Tian Tian looked at her master in surprise, and Gu Chang'e gently said, "It's fine, go play. Seeing you get along well makes me feel at ease." Gu Chang'e secretly felt pleased. If it's Xiener, she should be able to sense Tian Tian's special nature. Now let's wait for you to take us to see the peach tree behind you. The scene shifted to the Saintess's side. "Fellow Taoists, I will leave here, and next I will visit young Master Gu Chang'e." Everyone replied in unison, "We won't disturb your highness, farewell." She turned to her maid and said, "I have something to discuss with young Master Gu Chang'e, wait here for me." The old woman respectfully answered, "Yes, your highness." At the main gate, two guards couldn't help but sigh. Today, the Gu family's gate is really lively. After entering the hall, she immediately saluted and said, "Young master, I am back." Gu Chang'e replied indifferently, "It's good that you're back, thank you for your hard work." She then said, "During this time, no one has suspected my identity. But unfortunately, I am not the descendant of the human ancestor, so some actions are inconvenient." Gu Chang'e saw this and comforted her, "It's okay, I understand that this matter needs to be handled carefully, so I am worried for you." She was very happy when she heard this. "It is my honor to serve young master." Gu Chang'e continued, "Thank you for your hard work, now take off your clothes." She was surprised to hear Chang'e say this. Seeing this, Gu Chang'e understood the issue and corrected himself, saying, "Ahem, we should return the clothes to the Saintess." The scene shifts to the space where the Saintess is truly imprisoned. Gu Chang'e says, "This is for you." The Saintess responds, "I don't need it. You keep it for yourself." Gu Chang'e smiles and says to Suasua, "You're the heir of the human ancestor hall, how could you not need the human ancestor token? If those old folks from the human ancestor hall find out, won't they be furious?" While putting on the veil, she angrily says, "Shut up. Don't call me Suasua, I don't think we're that familiar." Gu Chang'e looks surprised and says, "Do you want me to call you little darling Suasua? That might not be very good." She is so angry that she can't speak. Chang'e continues, "All right, I came here to tell you that you are free from now on." Suasua is stunned upon hearing this. What did you say?" Gu Chang'e continues, "Isn't this exactly what you wanted? You can become the heir of the human ancestor hall, it has nothing to do with me. But if you want to expose my identity, then think it through." Suasua angrily says, "Gu Chang'e, don't think that letting me go will erase everything you've done. You ruined everything for me, you're an irresponsible bastard." Gu Chang'e coldly says, "Didn't you bring this upon yourself? If you had cooperated with me from the beginning, this wouldn't have happened. Saintess Suasua, you must understand, I'm a demon, sparing you is already mercy." She angrily walks out, and the old woman who follows behind quickly asks, "Saintess, what's wrong?" Suasua still answers angrily, "I'm fine, let's return to the human ancestor hall." The gatekeeper sees this scene and thinks, looks like she got dumped by the young master. The scene switches to the heavenly emperor's palace. A woman hurriedly pushes the door open and rushes in, "Damn. Brother, I heard the Saintess of the human ancestor hall has gone to the Gu family again." The blonde youth is leisurely playing Go and asks indifferently, "Oh. So what? She has legs, if she can't control herself, what tricks are these people playing?" The woman crosses her arms and says in a sharp tone, "Why do the two saintesses from the human ancestor hall get so close to Gu Chang'e? Brother is the heir of the demonic arts, I think something's wrong." The blonde man remains indifferent, "The problem is, I've never met any of them." "Why? Forget it, let them be." The woman in orange asks again, "What are you planning to do next, brother?" "The True Immortal Academy is about to be established, we should go there too." The blonde man thinks to himself, "The True Immortal Academy? Since the birth of the Absolute Sound Heaven, the people there have been involved in exterminating the beings of Absolute Sound. If possible, I don't want to take the risk, but refusing might raise my sister's suspicions." The blonde man stands up and announces boldly, "Sister's right, it's indeed time to find an opportunity to clear my name and let those who doubt me witness the power of Heavenly Emperor Mountain again." The woman in orange looks at the youth in admiration. Brother really has a lot of presence now. It seems like the former sweeping heavenly emperor's son is back. The scene shifts to the bamboo forest. Sienna, are you going? The little girl hesitantly calls out to her little master. Is master so busy every day? The little master leisurely plays with little Tian while answering her question. Usually, we don't even see him. He says he's busy cultivating, but I think he's probably plotting against others every day. Tian squints and smiles. No way. Master is really a good person. He saved me and Grandma, and even saved the heavenly god realm. He's the kind of person who's cold on the outside but warm on the inside. From afar, Gu Changa's voice calls out the little girl's name. Tian, how is it? Have you gotten used to living here? Has any fool been bullying you? The little girl happily ran up to Kong Changa and answered, I'm used to it, master treats me very well. Tian and I, seeing the master-disciple pair being so affectionate from a distance, coldly snorted inside, humph, and thought to herself, how petty. Tian innocently asked, why is master here? Kong Changa squatted down and sat in front of her, answering, wasn't I thinking about you? Tian and I, unable to bear being ignored, angrily walked up to Kong Changa and asked, did you see me? Why are you ignoring me? Kong Changa continued with his act, oh, you're here too. I thought some village bumpkin's maid was playing with Tian. Tian and I gritted her teeth, a bumpkin? Kong Changa, I'm going to fight you. After saying that, Tian and I rushed to attack Kong Changa. Tian, standing by, tried to calm her down, junior sister, please calm down. Kong Changa easily dodged Tian's moves and said with ease, as if eating candy, I see you're itchy recently, do you want another beating? Tian and I kicked at Kong Changa and didn't forget to threaten him, who's going to lose is still undecided, don't underestimate others. Kong Changa coldly replied, once you're healed, you'll forget the pain. Look clearly every day, if you don't listen in the future, you'll be beaten like this. With that, he kicked Tian and I 3 meters away. Her face directly hit the ground. She could only scream. Kong Changa kindly explained that this move was called rolling a few circles. After hitting the ground, Tian and I immediately rolled a few circles and then stood up. Kong Changa praised, oh, you're really capable, before you always landed face first. Tian and I was so angry that smoke seemed to come out of her ears, don't you care about my face? Then she immediately used her technique to summon a golden formation, determined to beat Kong Changa down today so that he couldn't get up. This is the dragon trapping formation taught to me by master. Kong Changa looked at the golden formation in front of him and disdainfully said, this is just a little trick. The old men in the village are really not simple, they actually taught Tian and I these tricks to deal with people unlucky enough. Tian and I was still using her moves. She continuously released spiritual energy towards the formation, combined with the speed technique taught by the fourth master. Let's see how long you can keep talking. In the formation, a majestic golden dragon now faintly appeared. Tian and I said, this is the heavenly Tao dragon trapping formation, how about it? Isn't it powerful? Tian, a child who had not experienced much of the world, couldn't help but praise upon seeing the scene, junior sister, you're amazing. Tian and I proudly lifted her head, did you see that, Kong Changa? Now I can stand on my own, I don't need you anymore. Kong Changa casually threw out a magical treasure, instantly breaking Tian's hard-earned formation, and she collapsed like a frog to the side. He covered his mouth and yawned, putting on an act. Then he turned to Tian and said, did you see that? This is what happens to those unprofessional people. The little girl immediately wiped the sweat from her face, Tian will be good. Kong Changa covered his mouth and coughed, these past few days, I've read a lot of books and asked many clan elders. But there's still no clue about your situation. However, you don't need to worry, we will find the reason eventually. Gu Changa stood up and said, this is what I should do as your master. Alright, you two go play, I'll figure something out.